Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Suzanna and welcome back to today's video. So guys, if you are new here, please consider subscribing. If you're new, please consider subscribing, like, share the video. If you're my returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching and for coming back. And yeah, guys, let me tell you one thing. It's cold here in Nairobi like hell. Like, oh, it's very cold. Oh no. So anyways, today's video guys, I'm going to share with you how I met my Kikuyu boyfriend. Yeah, I just thought of sharing it out with you, and yeah, I thought it's a good idea to share. So guys, this guy, okay, let me tell you first, me when I was in my first dating, okay, in my mind I had that in mind that my future husband should be tall, brown, or chocolate, or light skin, and skinny, not that skinny. Yeah, that was and hardworking. And then another thing is God fearing. Yeah, those are the qualifications of a man I wanted the qualifications I wanted in a man. And yeah, so when I came to Kenya here, I was actually single, and but I wasn't that advertising myself that I'm searching. I was just single but contented being myself, and praying to God to give me that kind of man that I want. Well, it happened that when I came here in Kenya, and my auntie was staying here in Githurai, and even up to now staying here in Githurai 45. Down there, you see. And then it happened that this one of her neighbor had a brother, but not staying here in Nairobi. He was in their village there in Nyeri. But he used to come and visit his sister and goes back, comes and visit and goes back. Me, the first day when I saw him, I was like, oh, what? That must be a joke that guy is the sister to that woman. The good thing, another thing, the bad thing, I wasn't that used to the sister. The sister could come to our house, and then me, I was just that quiet girl. And then when I have a phone, when I'm holding a phone, I can mind my business on phone. Like all my attention will go to the phone, chatting, whatever. It's she can come to her house and sit and only have stories with the rest of my cousins. But for me, no, I'm not that. I wasn't that into her stories, whatever it is. But when I came to notice that is her brother, I was like, so when I noticed that is her brother, I was like, ooh, what will I do? Can I start being used to this lady? Something was telling me no. How are you going to start? And what about if the guy will not like you, and etc. So I was like, let me just continue with my own manners like that was before. So we will see how things will go. So the brother was studying here in Nairobi for his course. He was here in Nairobi. He finished his course and then he went back to the village. That is all in 2021 when that all was happening. But when I met with the guy, we could just look at each other and just bypass it, go mind your own business. But then deep down there, I'm like, God, hey, that is the guy. I don't know. Please, I don't know. Guys, let me tell you the reality. There's always that feeling. If you love somebody and if you meet somebody that you've been wanting, oh my God, you'll go crazy. Everything will go crazy from you. I'm telling you. Eh, guy. So guys, you can't believe even I started thinking about this guy. Yet I've never even said hi to him. I have never even shaked the hands with him. God, I was like, this is so different for me, but I don't know how I'm going to do it, and I don't know whether it's gonna happen or not. But I will make sure it will happen. Deep down in my heart, I'm talking alone. I was like, I will make sure this will happen. It must happen. Oh God. So guys, early this year, then this 2022, a guy came and now on a serious note to start apply for the job here, since he finished his course, and he came now to rent one of the house inside the plot where we were renting. He also came, and his sister was also renting there, and for him he went to rent upstairs in a single, it was a bed sitter. So the guy got a job, and he used to come back around 4 or 5. But for me that time I was just at home. I wasn't that busy. He could come. Guys, let me tell you, the guy had the swagger. I think he has that natural swagger. You know, like when you look at him, you be like, oh wow, like you can't get your eyes off him. I'm telling you. Hey, hey, Kai. I could look at this guy. But since his sister was so friendly to my cousins, so even him, he could talk to my cousins, he could greet them and just goes. But for me, he could not greet me. You can just walk away like that. Even me, I used not to greet him. I can just keep quiet and look down. Oh, my business in my phone. Oh gosh. I was like, God. If I think of greeting him when I see him coming, I will start shaking, you know. I'll be like, how am I going to start? What will I say? Things like that. You get? Come on now. Okay. And then, where I used to go to when I was studying in college, where I used to pass that road, I used to find him there. So we used to look at each other like that. Every day like that, every day like that, every day like that. So, I was like, I think that guy has a girlfriend. But anyways, I don't want to interrupt anyone's relationship. I don't know. It's just God who knows whether it will happen or I don't know. Just like that. Now me, I started even now paying a deaf ear to him. But when I see him, I used to have that crazy feeling like he has to be mine. Okay. Then one day I was I'd gone with my cousin and his sister to fetch water. There was no water that day in the plot. The water was not there for like 2 days. We had no water. So we had gone to another plot, like now 10 minutes to that plot. We had gone there to fetch the water. So even him, he came with his sister to fetch the water. He carried also one jerrycan and the sister also one jerrycan. And then that woman said, let the men go first. For him, he fetched his jerrycan and he left us there. Okay. And then the second one was me. So the time when I was carrying my jerrycan, he was in front of me, then for me I was following him. He could look behind, even I could look aside like I'm not seeing him. Okay. So, okay, we shared that one. Now it was one day in the evening. I was just seated outside our door. You know, there was that tank where we used to sit outside. If you don't want to sit inside, you just come outside and have some sunbathing. Now it was now in the evening. I was just seated there and then on my phone, minding my business, things like that. So you have the nephew. His nephew came and grabbed one of my cap, my coffee. Um, he came and grabbed it away from me and then ran with it up to upstairs there. Then I was like, oh my goodness, what the heck is wrong with this guy? And I was feeling cold, that's why I had to cover my head. I followed the guy up there, and then going up there, he gave it to his uncle. I was like, God, what is up? What are these people up to? Now, I was actually off my mind because I was feeling cold, and the way my hair was looking that day, it was not looking that good. It was messy a little bit, and since I was at home, I was like, see, I'm at home, so I'm not going anywhere. So he gave to his uncle, and his uncle also refused to give me that cap. He entered in his room. After that, I was standing outside just making noise, telling them to give me my head cap. And this some nephew came again and grabbed my phone, went with it inside. I was like, oh my goodness. There was now I was going to struggle with the phone, with him, with a phone. Okay, the guy was big. He was 14 years old, the nephew, and he grabbed my phone because I never. It was we were upstairs, and in my mind it was reading. Now if I start grab, you know, um, um, how can I say, holding the phone, or the phone might fall down there and it will get broken, or um, let me just, he grabbed it for me once, and then I didn't even bother to get it back or hold him and start things like that. So he went with it inside. Then after, his uncle Kumbe took my number because the phone was just on, and there was no password at the time because he grabbed it when I was using it. So he took my number, and then after he brought back the phone to me, and my head cap. he gave it back to me. So I came back. I sat where I was seated outside, with no problem. Even now, it was now the next day, and he called me. Yes, he called me. And then I asked him, who is this? He was like, it's me. It's me, the guy of yesterday, your neighbor. Then I called, okay, it's him, okay. So, asked me, how are you? How are you doing? Things like that. We shared that. Then also the next day, he came. When he came back from work, he texted me. And then, I texted him back, yeah. Now that feeling, I started gaining the confidence. I was like, oh God, please, I hope this will work. I hope it's you who is making us, come closer. So, yeah, and then the third day, then he told me, can we meet? Then I was like, meet? How do you mean meet? Like, how? Where? Then he was like, okay, come to my house and then we'll meet. There's something I want to talk to you. There's something I want to tell you, things like that. So me, I went. I was actually not that busy in the house since my aunt was not there and everything I had finished to do it. And then I went. Then he started telling me how he has been looking at me, how he has been admiring me, all those sort of things. Now we actually even laughed together, we smiled together. Like, that was the day everything was just okay. And then it was just, actually, let me tell you guys, it was our best feeling ever, to meet that person that you've been looking for, like, that has the qualities that you've been wanting in a man. Guys, I was so happy that day. I was like, even when I left, I was thinking maybe this is a dream, maybe I'm dreaming, but it was reality. Because and then on weekend he invited me again to go with him and meet one of his friends. I went with him, and we came back. We enjoyed actually the visit. The food was there, drinks were there, and then we came back. So now we started now knowing each other, things like that, and yeah, until he told me that he wants me to be his girlfriend, that he likes me, he loves me, and he has been also wanting me since he saw me. And then even me, I told him, and yeah, we realized that we have been wanting each other for long, but just because we were fearing to tell each other that I want you or I like you, things like that. So that day we all expressed our feelings to each other, and we told each other how things were going, how he has been looking at me, how I was been admiring him, things like that. All the story we narrated to each other, and yeah, I had to say yes to him because he's a kind of a guy I have been looking for and been waiting for. So I couldn't say no for him, because that time also I was very single, and not even because I was single, even though I wasn't single, I was not going to refuse that guy, because he was actually the kind of a man I wanted and I have been thinking of or waiting for. So I couldn't say no. I said yes to him, and everything went on, and everything is okay. We started now going out together. I got that company of going for evening walks together. Yeah, on weekends we could walk together, and yeah, everything is okay. And even up to now, we were okay. And even his sister, he didn't say anything. He said it's not my choice. Um, he has his choice to choose what he wants. So you guys only have to be faithful to each other, and be trustworthy, trust each other, and yeah, treat each other well. So up to now, we are still together, and everything is going well. Hopefully we will go forever. God's will, it's God who makes everything happen. So all thanks be to God for making my prayers come true. Since that was my prayer, I am so happy and so happy. Up to now, I'm very happy with him. Yeah. So guys, that is all my story of how I met my boyfriend, my Kikuyu boyfriend. Oh my goodness. So that is it all. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe for more and more good stories, and like the video, comment, tell your friends also to subscribe to the channel. Just share it to your groups, tell them also to subscribe to the channel. And I will see you on my next video. Have a good weekend. Bye.